you know, this is a very special film. It's the Quebec premiere of a little film by the name of The Victim, a very special film because it's directed by a man that we all love immensely, a man who's worked with everybody from William Friedkin to James Cameron, certainly one of the most distinctive American actors of the last 25, 30 years, who I think is vastly underused and is now on this career upswing. Totally, yeah, I know it, eh? But all of a sudden he's everywhere again, and God fucking bless him. Give it up, please, for the director and star of The Victim, Michael fucking Biehn!
Is there anything you'd like to say here before we start?
Can I say your famous line?
From what?
Just the thing you say before audiences, and then you can talk how you want.
Okay, go ahead.
If you don't like fucking and you don't like fighting, then you should leave right now.
Yeah, I do say that. This is meant to be kind of like a fun movie, so like if I would like say if it's kind of food, it's like cotton candy, you know, really not don't take it too seriously, you know. If you have a phone, you know, fucking leave it on. I don't care. Yeah. Somebody important might be trying to call, you know. This is what it is, man.
Season 0! Have you had any stress trying to get all that in 12 days?
I felt like a lot of stress, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if, yeah, there were a few people I think that felt a little stressful.
I was stressed.
Yeah, 12 days isn't very long, you know. And basically, we had 3 weeks of pre-production, and during that 3 weeks, I wrote the script. So we did the pre-production without a script, which is kind of unusual, and not really the way you want to go about making a movie. Actually, the script wasn't even finished when we started. That's why we started with Jennifer and I's love scene. That's the first thing that we shot.
Yeah, we know how to do that.
Yeah.
We do.
Every audience is different, you know. Sometimes they laugh in different places. Sometimes they don't laugh at all. Sometimes they laugh at just about everything. It's really interesting that every audience is different. Very, very, very different, actually.
You guys are the best. Fantasia!
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, of course you named your guy Kyle, and during the whole movie, my friend and I, we kept on saying, like, you know, you'd say Kyle, and we'd be like, Reese.
Right.
Kyle, Reese. Kyle, Reese.
You know, I did a lot of kind of shout-outs to directors right from the very beginning, our opening.
Yeah, it's kind of a David Fincher ripoff.
You know, David Fincher, like, he cut me out of Aliens 3, so I thought I'd steal his title sequence.
The Lost Highway driving sequence.
I was thinking of The Shining, but that's true.
That was The Shining. That was kind of after.
Could be Lost Highway, though.
What about the thing where the guy goes, that really hurt, don't do that again? That's from like Terminator where she bites her hand or whatever?
No.
That's real life.
Am I right in thinking that Jennifer was kind of like the Sandra Locke to your Clint Eastwood?
That's right. I love MITCH.
So what was it like directing a guy to feel up your woman?
Dude, you gotta, in the DVD that's coming out September 18th, there is a special feature, and it's the Featurette, and it's Michael, like, telling us both to, like, get into it more and dig in there, and yeah, get your hand down there, girl, and it's amazing.
Come on, dude, squeeze him.
I guess it didn't bother me that much.
Do you want to talk maybe a bit about Danielle Harris and how you got her on to shoot your friendship?
She's one of my best friends, and so when we were putting it together, Mary existed in the original story, but she wasn't really a character. And Michael and I talked about it when he was writing it, and he decided to write an actual character of Mary. And I just like, Danielle's perfect for this. And
look at me and tell me you're a whore.
Did you just come already?
we kind of went back and forth, and he was like, yeah, you're right. And we just said, please come help us. And she came, and she worked 2 or 3 days on it. And a lot of it was like not even rehearsed. We're really good friends. It was easy.
It's so tight, it looks like you're jumping up and down. So keep your head steady, and it's just thrusting in, and nothing, don't let your head go up and down. All right. I was described by some guy who was on the set.
It was bloodydisgusting.com.
They came on the set to see the set, and they described me as a cross between a drill sergeant and a raving lunatic. Let's do it again, and wait till you get in, sit down, and then look over there and say drive, bitch. And take your time there. Take your fucking moment. So I have a tendency to get really, really passionate about things, and wait. It might come across as anger, but I'm very, very demanding. But like I'll say that like nobody quit and nobody got fired, and I think that everybody else had a lot more fun than I did on the movie. And I think a lot of people that worked on the movie would tell you that even though I was screaming throughout the entire movie.
There were bets going on the set of like when he was going to blow. Noon, 1 o'clock, 10:30.
So, and you know, I just knew that I had to get it done. I've basically been rewriting like shitty movies all my life, you know, because I get cast and stuff, and I get, you know, paid for it, and I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I think that I'm going to. I call it polishing turds, you know, or, you know, putting lipstick on a pig, you know. I've been doing that all my life, just from a character standpoint, you know. I've been rewriting stuff. And a lot of times, if you work with good directors, they let you, you know, they let you indulge, and if they're good, they'll use your stuff. And I've rewritten some Jim stuff a little bit. He's let me do that. And Robert, I wrote a scene for that he actually shot. And he didn't use it in the movie, but I wrote the scene. And so I've been writing kind of stuff all my life. And then when I did The Divide with Xavier just let us just go crazy, and I wrote that character. I put in basically all the stuff, the 9/11 stuff, and really just wrote that character from front to start. There's a lot about this movie that would be different if I had more money, you know. But I mean, this movie was made in 12 days. I'd never made a movie in less than 24 days before in my life. I mean, we were doing like 35, 40, 45 setups a day, you know, on this movie. And it was shot, if you notice, the nights, it was all shot day for night. I could never have shot this movie if I had to light nights. And, I mean, when you're shooting 10 pages a day, I mean, if you got like $100,000 in 6 months to build a house, you can build a nice house. If you got 10 days and $5,000, it's going to be another kind of house. You know? Season 6!